I normally do.
Yeah, no matter.
All right. Hi everybody, I'm Amy, and today I will be channeling the Council of Light, and they are going to have a conversation with our friend Sandra. So she has a few questions for them, and when I go into trance, you will hear them come through. And okay, so let me just connect in. All right, and you're ready, girl? Okay. I'm like so excited but nervous, like butterflies. I don't know why. I just think it's so fun that we're having this conversation. Yeah, because we haven't done this before, right?
No.
Have they come through for you before? Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, we've never.
Yeah. Like I just fell into it and I was like, oh, I was like all this happiness. So.
Yeah. I started to ask you, can I ask him one personal question? No.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really can. Oh, yay.
Yeah.
All of them are like, I tried to ask things that would help them,
Yeah.
Good people. But
and then if I share, we can, if it's too personal, we'll just clip it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to think of what I'm going to ask him.
And I know. It'll probably come as
it
goes on. Yeah, that's normally how it happens. So, okay. All right. So let me connect in here. I just keep talking to him in my mind. I'm like, it feels like a party. Like, this is so fun. Like, maybe it's your team too. Like, I just feel all this energy around. And then they're like, yeah, but okay, let's, So.
Let's do this,
Let's do this. Yeah, so, okay, so here we go. Yes, we are here, and greetings, dear ones. It is a very joyful opportunity for us to be here with you today in this capacity. We are emerging more and more with the physical vessel as we are working in tandem with our partner here in this union, in this sacred and divine communication. We are bringing our energy more and more into the body. One moment, please. Yes, and here we are. How are you, dear one? How are you today? And are there many questionings that you have for us? Many areas of conversation and topics that you might have?
Yes, I'm wonderful. How are you?
We are well, thank you.
Okay, so the first thing I want to say is thank you so much for letting me ask you some questions today. And my first question is, where are you in your group? Where are you located at, like in the universe?
Presently, we are stationed not too far outside of your galaxy, you see, and we telepathically communicate from time to time with those who are here in the physical body, here on the earth vessel. There are many elements and aspects to the Council of Light. We have a headquarters, we have substations, we have members of our community who weave through time and space, who weave through dimensions, and who are here with you around on the shores of Gaia, around the core of the universe, and around the core of your solar system, around the core of your central sun, and around the core of Earth herself, Gaia herself. We do weave through time, we do weave through space. There are many elements and aspects of our community, those who would consider to be a part of the Council of Light, you see. Our partner here, her individual soul-specified council beings, 12 beings whom are with her, are hovering not too far outside of, or in the ethers, you would say, of planet Gaia, of Mother the Earth. So we are a broad collective. We have many spaces and stations where we reside in the skies, you see.
Okay, thank you. How long have you existed?
One moment, please. We are showing the channel, the visions, as it were. We have existed before the creation of your planet and your solar system. There is not a number nor a time that would make a sense in your reality that we could share with you. We shall say from the beginning of time of this solar system, we have been around in other communities prior to this creation. Many of us are ancient indeed, as you would say. There are many facets of our community. From time to time, there will be beings, spirits of the light, who would go in and inhabit an experience, a life as you call it, within a particular form, within a particular body, and in a particular vibration for their necessary desires and needs. And then it would be like a reincarnation or a recycling experience where when they became tired, they would return to the light, to the grand central sun, for rejuvenation, for activations, for pleasure, for coming together with community and a relaxation before they then separate again to come back and be with us in our spaces and stations in the skies. So when we are expressing to you that we are ancient indeed, it is our consciousness that is ancient indeed from the beginning of time, but our makeup of the structure of our energetic bodies do receive light quotients, upgrades. They do receive nutrients for the spirit, as it were, where the soul is never ending. The spirit does desire over a long extensive period of time, does desire refreshment, refreshing and activation and a resting period. So we hope this shares with you some information and answers for you the question. However, we would have a very hard time to put it into light years, even, as it were.
Yes, thank you. So you mentioned energy bodies. Do you exist only as energy, or do you have physical bodies? Do you have people here on earth that are of you?
Yes, we have all of the above. You see, we have our consciousness that may separate from a space where we are residing, and that the consciousness might take on a form, a particular form, when we are in our crafts, when we are with our families and communities and the stations in the skies. We are in our crafts, and there are times to times where we stop as stars and step out and explore and experience the ethers and the experience around that particular planet or body, that star. But in our craft, in our stations in the crafts, we do enjoy the opportunity and the activity of creating and residing within a structured form. It is in a different resonation, a different frequency. Our vibration spins, our octaves are higher, as it were, and so but we can select to alter our appearance, as it were. In your reality, you would say it would be the physical appearance. How you perceive other humans on your planet is very similar to the physical appearance, and how we present and perceive our likeness in a particular fashion and in a particular vibration and in a particular vision, as it were. So we do have that opportunity, and we enjoy that expression of our soul frequency, but we are very much astute and able to separate from that reality, and we would be existing as a consciousness, which could come through as a thought waveforms for some, or spheres of light, where our consciousness is contained within a spark of creation, within a spark of light. We do have many members who are here on your planet in a physical body. These are those whom are the star beings, the star seeds, as you relay and call them. As an example would be your partner here sitting before you, and as an example would be yourself, dear one, having many experiences in the higher realms of creation, in the stations and spaces off of the planet Earth, you see. But there is this experience and experiment, even, as it were, that when you do come into your physical vessel, you retain some knowledge, some awareness, some of the vibrational currency of who you are at your soul source center. But also, you see, you might have this amnesia that lays over the mind in the reckoning of where you came from most recently and what is your purpose and desire for being here. But the secret to all of it resides in your heart. heart. And as you activate through the light of love, compassion, joy, and oneness, as you activate forward in your path, in these vibrational fields of consciousness, you then emanate and resonate with your truth and your identity. And in that space of creation, in that space of oneness and reality where you are being the truth of your identity, for many of you, the visions will come forward. You will remember who you are and where you were from, but it is not a one that can be just forwarded to all. It must be the way that it works, we shall say, is that you must be in resonating harmony with your true soul vibration. And to do that, you will be in a space of meditation, as you call it, many light body activations through energetic therapy, through cognitive discipline, through meditation, and physically taking care of your physical being here, your physical body, because your physical body and your spirit are and your soul are uniting and unity and coming together, and they do support each other. If one is off, that cannot be the health and the wholeness that would be the highest potential if all three of them were on point, you see. So does this answer the question for you?
Yes, thank you. How many more gifts and abilities do the average light worker have than they realize?
Many, you see. They can tune in. It is a decision of their free will, though. It is a decision of their intention, of their activation, of doing a work, as you call it here, but we call it playing with the frequencies, understanding, opening up, cleansing your system, and activating and working with the gifts. So you have the clair gifts and claircognizant, clairsentient, clairalliance, clairvoyance, and many more, you see. The ability that is one that will be coming to those on your planet is beyond telepathy, but to teleportation, the ability to send your energy to a new time and space. And many of you are already experiencing this. But we say it will come in a new light, it will come in a new way, where now you are ascending to the fifth dimensional frequency on your planet, that light travel will be more at ease for you. It will be more enjoyable and more attainable. So there are many scientists in your reality now that are working with teleportation of the physical body, of the physical matter. And we are saying you, the light beings, will begin teleportating your light body, your consciousness, your soul frequency with the spirit in the Merkaba to travel through realms of creation, to travel through times in this space. Here we are calling it traveling through the earth frequency, through past and parallel, and a future, if you prefer, lifetimes in the physical reality on earth. So there are many activations that are being gathered, as you might want to per se, that you might perceive, that are being gathered and acquired, and the vibrational consciousness, the idea of these new advanced ways of communicating and being and traveling have already been delivered to many in the light community, and they will thus forward be coming into your awareness more in a public space. And many of you in your own workings will be experiencing heightened sensations, heightened senses of your gifts and abilities.
Thank you. Is individual uniqueness and personal vibration important to this planet, and if so, how?
Yes, my dear, very much indeed. This is a planet of opportunity. This is a planet of joyfulness, of creation, of play, and of desire. And all of these weave in and out of your personalities, of your characteristics, of your joy, of your interests, of your hobbies, of your desires, what fuels you, what pulls you forward. So in an individual expression, this is very, very important, you see. And there are many who would say, but we are one, and we are saying, "'Tis true, we are one. We are uniting in the vibrational patterns and frequencies." But this is like a beautiful tapestry of light, a tapestry community, where within that tapestry there is a uniqueness. And here on the physical planet and here in the human expression, it is very important, because it is through these sparks of creation, it is through this imagination, the creativity and the joys and the desires that come from the soul, where there is expression to be shared with others, where there is learning and expansiveness. if you all were in the same pattern, we will call it the same being, copycats of one another, you see, like a robot with no soul, no consciousness, no individuality. It'd be very boring and there will be no opportunity for growth and development. But here you bring forward your individual gifts, your unique properties that have transpired from all past life creational expressions and experiences, and from all of your soul vibration expressions and experiences, and you share that with one another. You inspire one another, you lift one another up, and you encourage the other to expand beyond and past their space of comfortability, to push forward, to expand, to level up, to stretch your imagination, to stretch your dreaming, and to stretch the opportunities that you are setting forward for yourself, because you see, you create the reality. You have so much say, shall we call it. You have so much to bring to your opportunities, and through your expression here, you create the reality of your life and of your future, and in turn in the future of your kingdom here in the physical realm, the kingdom of humanity we are calling it, the opportunity for all beings who will be coming after you to unite in a beautiful vibrational frequency while maintaining and honoring their individual properties, the gifts, the light, and the love that they carry within their being.
Thank you. Can you please explain why it is so important for the inhabitants of Earth at this time to focus on elevating their vibrations?
Oh yes, first and foremost, it is encouraged for the individual spirit, for the individual soul, you see, because the spirit, the energy that is encompassing the body, it is not to be confused with the consciousness, which would be the soul, we are saying, but the spirit will be going through many energetic upgrades, many light body activations, you see, and the physical body will be going through many detoxifications and upgrading as well. So to have an awareness and to be in co-creation with this, to be on board as it were, will help the individual soul so that they can do so with ease and with grace and flowing fluidly, and not stumbling and not putting up a block or a barrier for their ascension path and purpose. But there are some who have changed their mind, we shall say. They have gone back upon their word, and the word we are speaking is the word with their self, because all is coming from the higher soul, the higher self. All light workers who are here, all star beings and incarnated angels, are here of their own free will and have designed and desired for this moment in time, knowing that this would be a part of the opportunity and a part of the plan. But there are some members of your communities who have changed their mind and are resisting, and this is because they have separated so much from their soul vibration, or it could also be in relation to their ego mind and letting the physical body speak for themselves, letting the ego, letting the fear-based consciousness that is up for transmutation. Really it is from a past paradigm, but letting that come in and then take over and control. So it is work. You may perceive it to be work to activate and to ascend, but we are saying all things that come with a great reward require great intention and commitment, you see. So for the individual, it is very important that they are on board, because they will be taken for a ride otherwise, you see, and they will feel many blocks, as you call them, and many things will fall apart in their reality, and it will not go so smoothly for them, you understand. But as a general and a broad and collective expression and experience, mankind and Gaia herself are ascending or have ascended to the fifth dimensional reality, and many of you are already there in your space of consciousness and in your energetic vibration. And the bodies over time will activate a crystalline nature. The DNA will activate, the atoms in the body will transmute, as it were, and will ascend into more of a crystalline structure, more of a light body expression and experience. But this will be one that will be coming over time. For many, physical bodies are always currently regenerating. So you might see in your reality, in this body, in this life, a shift and a change in years to come from the physical appearance. There will be a sparkle, there will be a light, there will be as an effervescent frequency of joy just emanating off of the body, of love and grace. But then the new beings who will be coming in over the years will be holding more light codes in their body. They will have gifts and abilities that humankind in times past were not they were not available to them. The humankind, the physical body, could not access this gift and ability, you see. And for it, we are speaking of levitation, teleportation, or walking through walls, having the ability to control the physical body at will, to separate the atoms and then bring them back together again in formation, you see. And this is a gift and an ability that will be in the future, and the masters of your time will bring those through first. But we do want to speak upon this topic a bit further, because this has come up recently. What about those, you say? What about those who do not want to ascend? And we say they will feel a pulling of the energy, but ultimately it will be their decision. And it will be their decision if they want to expand to the fifth dimension or not. And so you may be questioning, those who are listening to our spoken word here, maybe questioning where they sit into this. And we say, feel into your heart. Ask yourself, and what is your intention? And that is where you fit in. If you say, no, that is not for me, okay, then we will see how it flows for you. But if it is for you, and you are in vibrational frequency, and you are aware, and you are welcoming, and you are in unity and light with your soul frequency in your team here in spirit, then you see you will flow very beautifully and transverse into the fifth dimensional space of reality, as Gaia herself is already there, calling her children home to her.
Thank you. What can you tell me about manifesting while in this earth plane?
Many of you are manifesting at this time in this reality already, you see. But as you ascend in your light frequency, the manifestation, the synchronicities, the opportunities, the gifts will become much more frequent and with ease, and in a greater abundance, and the ability will become second nature, you see. Many of you may have a thought already, and you may say, oh, I prefer to experience this aspect of reality, and then here in a day or a week's time you will be receiving the opportunity to do so in such a way. And we say the more that you work with it, and the more that you really with your vibration tune in and express the particulars about that particular expression or experience, then it will become more of a finely crafted skill and ability. For example, if you say, oh, I would like to have a new car, and then you find that for whatever way, a new car and the opportunity comes into your awareness and into your reality. But you might say, well, I wanted a blue car. Well, you did not specify a blue car, so we brought you a white car, you see. So this is where that a gift will come into a joyful understanding, and it is a playful opportunity, these activations of your spoken intention, your vibrational thought patterns, and the energy which you are emitting from the heart space. Because the energy that you are emitting from the heart space speaks volumes, you see. It speaks more, it holds more credibility than the thought or the word. And here in the heart space, whatever the heart speaks is in vibrational truth and alignment with the physical body. Therefore, we say, if you are pushing forward in a timeline that is not in alignment with the soul vibration and what the heart is intending for your expression and experience, you may find that it is much more of a challenge to manifest something. But if it is in alignment with your co-creative abilities and the wondering and the venturing, the desires and the opportunities that the heart is speaking, you will find in your reality that it flows to you very quickly and with ease. Does this make a sense, dear one?
Yes, thank you. Does karma exist at this time on earth?
For many it does. Many are still expressing, pushing out the karmic patterns from their body for transmutation, for releasement. And at times it is transmutated, it is just dissolved away with the light of consciousness. And at other times vibrations around it, conscious creation around it, meaning, thought patternings, choices and desires and emotion will be expressed back through time and space or to the source. It could be in this reality here, this body, this timeline, or in a past or parallel lifetime. You see, karma can be for many created over and over in one lifetime and must be dealt with and resolved, and it can also carry from one lifetime to the next. But there are many other light beings here who are very keen, very tuned in with their soul frequency, and when something is off, they address it immediately. For these beings, for those who have something that come up in their relationships, clearing, creating, or finding clarity around the vibrations and the merging and the dualistic intentions and behavior of a conversation or friendship that would not be in the most vibrational space of alignment, observing and working with that and clearing it so that the patterns are released from the body is what is needed, and it is what is happening. Many who are very much in tune with their system feel when something is off, and they must in that moment immediately clear it. And for these beings, they are walking clear of karma. There are also many newer souls who are coming to earth who have not had opportunities to create karma related to the earth. They do not have it. So there is a really unique expression here on earth at your time where many are still purging and cleansing some karma, and others do not have any at all. And you also have those who are expressing through their intentions and through their actions, they are taking on the opportunity to clear karma from their community or their culture or their physical lineage, so from the body's DNA, flesh, that was not particularly theirs to begin with, you see. So there are many facets to this cleansing of karma, but there is a lot of shifting happening, and this is something that will become so heightened in its awareness in the fifth dimension that if something were to be done before it was even expressed, the soul would catch it and feel the karmic repercussions, and in that moment make a decision. And we are saying that there is free will, but it is almost as if you would not be in alignment with what is the word you use, common sense, to go forward with a decision that you know would bring you such repercussions. So there is a limited contrast and warring of thoughts or emotions in the fifth dimension, and that is where there is this space of feeling at peace and feeling united and in unity and all working together for the collective of the all. Does this make a sense?
Yes, thank you. What can you tell me about shifting timelines?
Very good indeed. At any point in your reality, you will have an awareness that comes to you. It can be an instinct, a gut instinct as you call it. It could be a vibrational pattern that hits the heart center. It could be a thought. It could be just that you are saying, this is not working out for me and I would like to explore another option. So at any moment in time, the expression from your voice, your heart, and your mind, aligned with your intention, can shift your path, you see. Upon that, your timeline will start to shift. But there are some experiences, there are some members of the community here who are tied in very closely into a track, into a line. And it would be to their best interest and desire to not only work within their system, but also to pop up through vibrational resonance, pop up through the vertical power current, as you call it, pop all the way up to spirit and speak with spirit, speaking with their oversoul and their team in spirit, and with the team and the oversoul of those in their physical life who would be influenced or affected. And you may have a conversation, you may have a meeting, as it were, to decide the best course of action and how things can change. This is typical for those who are in a committed relationship where the other party is not upholding their end of the bargain. They may wish for an annulment of the contract, of the relationship and go up into the demon spirit and create a new timeline for themselves, you see. So it very much starts within, and it very much starts with the free will intention and of the human aspect, your understanding of the consciousness, the being that is very much watching or listening and observing this conversation now would begin, and then in tuning in with the soul frequency and having a conversation, things can shift very dramatically, very quickly, but very joyfully. So we do, from our observation, we do recommend being ready and being prepared for this if it is what you choose in your hopes and desires.
Thank you. What can you tell me about global warming?
Yes, well, this is a very charged conversation amongst your community. So there are facets from all aspects of perceptions and perspectives that are based in truth, you see. But Gaia is shifting, and over time, she has had many flipping of the polarities here on the shores of Gaia. There have been many patterns with the weather. So while you may say mankind has it hasn't done this, many say, or we are saying mankind has attributed to the heightened sensations and the heightened intensity of the global warming. We are saying that also there was already a shift through the natural patterns over time. There was already a shift for Mother Earth and for Gaia, but you see there are many working behind the scenes, tampering with your weather, tampering with the energy of the, we'll just call it the consciousness in the ethers, and you have some doing some experimentations that are questionable, you see, and they are here as a human form being influenced in whatever way by whatever beings. There is much behind the scenes, and we will say that, but there are also those behind the scenes who are bringing out possibilities for advancements to assist the scientists in your community. And so at the very basis, you have those that are doing experimentations, and some of these experimentations are under the guise of observation, but through quantum physics and through quantum mechanics and how things work, that even through observation and intention, things can be shifted. So we are calling them experiments, even though they are calling them observations. So you have these beings, and then you have the other beings who are trying to neutralize and help Gaia and help the natural process move beautifully as it needs to move beautifully. So for all, we are saying, what could you do? You might ask, well, what can I do? And we are saying, generally speaking, bring yourself back into what could you do to help release and alleviate any toxicity in every area of your reality. What are you creating? Is it physical toxicity? Are you recycling or reusing your units you would call it, your cups, your bags? Units for us are objects. So are you recycling and reusing your units? What about the carbon footprint are you putting out? Are you using your electricity, your energy reserves in a way that is done through conscious creation and consciously being in alignment with the spirit of Gaia, picking up after yourself, and the physical opportunities that you can make a difference in here, but also the toxicity that you might be putting out with your words and your thoughts and your emotions. So if you are vibrating in a lower frequency where you are frustrated and you are warring within yourself and warring with your family and friends, we say to take a reset and to cleanse and clear, because it all begins within before anything else, you see. But we would like to share with you that Earth will not destroy herself. There will be shifts indeed. Many will be foreseen, others will not, like your strong and intense natural disasters. But we are saying that overall, Earth will overcome and humanity will continue on. So more and more opportunities to assist mankind with their sciences and with the global warming will continue to flow forward. Indeed, thank you for the question that has been on the hearts and minds of many.
Yes, thank you. What is your perspective on chemtrails?
Indeed, yes, it is the government, it is the world leaders and those shadow figures who are not so much considered leaders but do lead the way nevertheless. They are doing these experimentations that we have been speaking of, and some are with a goodness at heart, but they might not have the best outcome, you see. As we say, they are experimentations. So some are with a goodness of heart and some are not so malevolent, so you see, or they are malevolent, not so benevolent. They are doing so with ill intention, as it were. So we are saying that we have a lot of understanding and awareness around chemtrails, and for many it was this pie in the sky, this fairy feeling they would be discredited. There was a conspiracy theory after that, but you see, they are real, and there have been many whistleblowers, as you call them, many who are directly involved, who have shared and spoken with the public about this. So, as we say, and you have heard this before, those with ears, ears to hear and eyes to see, those who are looking will find the evidence of the chemtrails in your societies and communities.
Thank you. Why is self-love so important to the ascension journey?
Very good question. We love how you transition from the chemtrails to self-love. Well, you see, the self-love, it begins within, as we were mentioning, even every expression with the toxicities that will be emanating. So the self-love begins within, you see, and as you love yourself, you will actively and naturally begin taking better care of your body, of your mind, of your thoughts and emotions and your relationships. And then that self-love will emanate out to your family and friends. And then that will expand and emanate out to the community and then the region and the country, through all of the cultures you see. So the self-love begins within. When you have a self-love and compassion, when you have healed your traumas and your triggers within, you find that you will be in a space where you can hold more light and more unity, and to be, how should we say, your our partner, your friend here would say, grounded in the physical body and balanced. And when you are in this space and others are suffering or coming at you with their toxic words or expressions of emotion, you will be able to help assist in calming down their experience and helping them to reset that energy. But it all begins with the self-love and proper care and nutrients of the soul, of the spirit, of the emotional body, the energetic body, and the physical body, you see. So this is very important indeed, and this is where it all should begin to make the best use of your time here and have the most effective impact, you see.
Yes, thank you. What else can you tell us on this path of ascension to focus on to help aid us in that?
Very good indeed. After you have acquired your space of peace and connected in with your soul vibration and your resonating frequency, we are saying to expand your hands out and hold hands with your community or link arms. We see it coming together, a creation with all beings of light who are wanting to assist and create a beautiful space of change to come together. Many of the light worker beings here, many of the friends and families who have been shifting, creating beautiful healing opportunities for community and their self and their families, have taken spaces in time more recently where they went within and hibernated, as it were, or separated themselves from community. And we are saying, when you feel like you are full and healed and strong in your intention and desires, to venture back out, to unite, and to make a connection with your community again. And your definitions might be different. Your approach might be different. Some in your community might be religious where you are not. some may be more spiritual or more esoteric. So all of the individual expressions, qualities and characteristics and interests might be different, you see, but this is where you were asking and we were sharing. It comes in for an opportunity to expand and to understand one another, to understand a new perspective and culture and way of being, you see. But we are saying that not all will have your same outlook and use the same definitions and words that you use to describe the shift here on earth, but all who are connected in are feeling it, you see. And there are many who are not in this world that our partner is in, so the worlds of readings and angels and energy healing, but they are in a space of a beautiful, kind heart. They are ready to take their ascension to the next level, although they are not understanding what that means, they are feeling it in their heart. So we are saying to joyfully be available to others, to share where it is needed or wanted. Most importantly, we are really strongly expressing it is not to the goodwill of either party. If you are pressing and pushing your belief systems, your thoughts and intentions on another person, your desires, but standing in the light of who you are and being there and sharing that light with others through whatever opportunity arises or comes your way. And by sharing your light, you do not need to speak of these things. You may just share your light, sharing a smile, sharing a hug, lighting up your light body and letting your codes emanate out to those who are in the room, you see. This is a true task of a light worker. And this is a true task and a true element and aspect of those who are, we call them undercover. They go into these crowds and they bring about a vibration of light and peace to many communities and many opposing communities as well. And in addition, indeed, and we are showing our partner that we are going to be speaking about your politics, and she has a slight resistance to this, and we are giving her the heads up. So even in your politics, you see, so bringing the light in, screaming at each other and shining so much negativity on each other is not for the betterment of all. It is not for the betterment of either party. But there are some who are undercover, we call them, from a soul mission and perspective, who are working in the politics in every party line on all sides, you see, and in many of the countries. And they are there to hold the light, to help diffuse conversations and heightened emotions, and they are there to just be peacekeepers, as it were, through the vibration that they emit, that they emanate out from their being. So does this answer the question for you?
Yes, thank you. Why is it that some people are called to different locations on this earth, and then there they find healing, like for me, Hawaii?
Yes, very well indeed. For you, dear one, you've had many experiences or lifetimes on the shores of Hawaii, both in a physical body as a human and in other physical bodies as a dolphin, for sure. And our partner is feeling the emotion as a very beautiful expression and experience. You kind of speak it to the dolphins, you know, because they are your family, but also your soul, your spirit, your light. Embodies the land when you are not coming in as a physical being that would have individual expression as a dolphin or a human. You see, your frequency loves this space, your heart cares for it, you are a part of the community there in spirit, you see, and in physical as well. And so for you, you find healing there because this is your vibrational space, your patterning, or the highest blueprint, you will call it. The highest timelines, the heightened codes for your health and healing are there on the shores of Hawaii. For others, it may be very similar, that they have a commitment, that they have an interest, that they have a joy and a desire to be around a particular space on the earth plane. Perhaps it might be the physical location, or it could be the community that is residing in a physical location. In the case of those whom are nomadic and have traveled over time to a new location, you see. So does this answer the question for you?
Yes, thank you.
You are
And
welcome.
what else can you tell me about me, as in my future? Anything I might need to know? Anything?
We shall rephrase it. Anything that will be joyful for your heart, for you to know, because you see, you already know. That is not a need, as it were. It is in your heart. But what is some great aspects, some joyful opportunities that we can bring forward for you? In a moment, we are connecting in with your team. So in a moment, while we access some information for you. You are working with timelines indeed, and it was very appropriate for your questionings. You have the opportunity to spend as much time as you would like on Hawaii, on the islands, but you see, you will be traveling in your future as well. Slight small spaces where you stay in other places, you see, and you have an opportunity to travel to the European countries. If you would like, you may travel in your future to South Africa, to Bali, Belize, the US Virgin Islands. There will be some commitments that you will find yourself very joyfully participating in the future. These will be healing opportunities where you will be absolutely working with in your own system of healing for your own being, but healing and supporting others. And that is a community which you are aware of that is very much in need of your expertise, your intentional desires, the heart of your heart and your wisdom, and you will be working with them through time in the future. But we are also looking out very far in the future, like at 10 and 15, 20 years of time, you see. You will be having a joyful life and a grand opportunity to experience the wonderment, the wisdom that comes from it, and the heartfelt space of joy and connecting in with others and helping them. This will be for you. So you are very tuned in. Your guides are with you daily, working with you, and they will bring to you moments of interest. And then you will have the opportunity to express an interest at any given level. And when the decision has been made with co-creation with your team, they will work in tandem and in unity to assist in moving energies in the physical reality to bring opportunities, peoples, and connections to you that you might move forward on your path and mission. Does this make sense?
Yes, thank you.
You are welcome very much. Thank you so much for this opportunity today. Does this conclude the questionings, or are there others?
No, this concludes. Thank you.
You're welcome, sweet one. It is our joy to be here. Our partner is so excited, and we are feeling the excitement too for this conversation. And we are giving a blessing that you two shall meet again very soon, and leaving you with this blessing for all of joy, peace, and desires from the heart to be with you and resonate with you from this moment forward, that you might activate your light and be so very bright and shining in your truth, your path, and your intentions here as you shine and work in the space on the earth plane of Mother Gaia. And we are preparing to leave the physical body now, and we will see you again very soon. I kept like wanting to open my eyes and make sure it was still recording. Okay, so it is. Oh my gosh, I loved your questions. Yay. They were so good. Yay. I don't think they've been asked before.
Oh, yay. Okay, good. Okay.
Just there was one where they spoke about it, about one thing that was asked in the past was like people that didn't want to ascend. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Hi. You're welcome. So beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so thanks for doing a reverse of the interview.
Yeah, for sure.
So you want to introduce yourself? You can tell people who you are.
I'm Sandra.
Hi, Sandra. Hi. So yeah, because I often will have a conversation with friends after they do interviews, and we don't keep it recorded for everybody. So I thought that would be really something fun to add, since you were describing to me a little bit about it. So what were some of the key like takeaways or experiences that you had from?
I would say as you were connecting, it was really interesting because I could sense you kind of leaving. You could see you kind of change, and then as they came, I could feel the energy kind of come down. Like I felt this effervescence and this like tingliness around. So that was fun. Yeah, to feel them, to feel the energy.
Nice. And you've worked with channelers in the past, and you've been around energy a lot. Did it feel different to you?
It did.
It did.
It did.
So you can sense their specific, like their particular vibration.
Yeah, very different. Yeah.
And at one of the gatherings that I had, their energy was really strong for somebody who had never been around something like this before. And so I was just wondering, did you at all feel like you couldn't, like you needed to back up, or were you comfortable because you had that experience in the past?
I had to, I put both feet on the ground and kind of focused on grounding myself in a little bit, because I almost felt like I wanted to kind of like come out of my body, or a little,
That's so fun. We were sitting really close, definitely. When I do, as I'm preparing to connect in with them, I expand my aura. So you were in the aura, so that would make sense that you would feel that.
It was fun.
Yay! Yeah. That's awesome. Well, thanks for the questions. Were there any that you were surprised by the answers on, or?
No, I was just amazed by all the answers. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah.
That's so cool. Yeah, so we'll have to, I'm going to have to watch back, because it comes out so fast I forget some of what just happened.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.